there's an injury here, there's something going on here, and you can feel it. So I'm getting real-time feedback from you. So it's not pills, potions, injections, or a surgery where we're like, okay, we're gonna give you this pill. It's gonna numb everything for a little bit of time. You'll be fine. Like cortisone shots. A lot of people are getting cortisone shots. Over time, cortisone shots become less and less effective, and they're very detrimental to the body over time. And it does not fix the problem. It's just something to decrease the inflammation in the area, but it is not a long-term fix.
I just thought chiropractors were out of their mind because they didn't want us to wear like 5 and 6 inch heels. Now I know why. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing our clinical assistant. It is Quyen Davidson with the True Health Center in Huntersville. You can get True Health Center on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, Quyen Davidson.
Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm so glad to be here with you, Miss Fran.
Yeah, and we know people who know people who know people.
Yes.
And then Donna, thank you, Donna. Kayla, thank you for vouching for me.
Right. And you also met my mom at Miss Donna's party, Marlon Nesbitt.
It's a small world. That's all I'm saying.
After all, yes, it is.
It is a small world. So chiropractic care, I want it. I love it when I did it, but we only go sometimes when we have an accident, a crash.
Yes, which was my story. I had been in an accident a while back, and I went to chiropractic care, and I didn't think anything of it after I finished. And then let's fast forward past getting my education and all that good stuff, was that I went to a dinner with the doctor here at the office. One of my grandmas was coming here for years with severe scoliosis, and she's in her 80s now, still walking, still active, still being a nurse practitioner, still running her own business in her 80s. And she said, come to the dinner. And I met Dr. Bagwell, Dr. Lonnie Bagwell, here at True Health Center. And I loved what he was saying, his pillars about wellness and how important it was to take care of your health and what it looks like. It's not just about how you feel, but it's about how you're functioning. And I said, well, I'm looking for a job, sir. What can we do? And he said, well, I can do front desk part-time. And I said, okay, let's start there. And from there, that was December 2022. I started as a patient first, and then I started working there shortly after, which is a lot of people's stories. And from there, I became a Softwave technician, an X-ray technician, a chiropractic assistant, and here we are today.
And then I found out years ago when I was doing radio shows that chiropractic wellness can help us with allergies.
Yes, yes. It can, because your nervous system is connected to your body's like allergy responses. So we help a lot of kids when it comes to allergies. We also adjust babies because the birthing process is crazy. Yes. I love seeing the babies get adjusted because it obviously it's not like an adult adjustment. They're just holding them and they're like, okay, how does everything feel? And so we'll help with GI issues as well with babies, and latching and ear infections or stiffness, all types of stuff.
How many times should we get adjusted? Because I bet you could tell by the way we walk. If we're not, it's like tires on the car.
Yeah, I can tell when you're leaning to one side. I have a technology in their posture screen where I'm able to take 2 pictures of you, and it's able to look at the angles and see which side you're leaning on. If you have a knee that's hurting, it usually throws your hip out of place as well. So one hip is usually higher than the other. Or if you're sitting a lot for work, your forward head posture is also something we're looking at, where if you're putting too much weight on your shoulders, you're causing more stress and tightness. So if we're sitting down editing and we're here, we're in it, we're in the flow. And then all of a sudden, you're like, man, I'm starting to feel tight. Maybe I'm getting a little pressure headache back there or something like that. All of those things are just signs of some instability that we need to work on. So in our plans, we really care a lot about momentum. So like you said, sometimes people are going to chiros only when they're feeling pain. In our case, we're trying to prevent that from happening. So we start you at 3 times a week. 3 times a week. Short visits, but last a while. So momentum, and then we can taper off from there. But we're trying to get things moving that may have not moved in a while, or maybe don't even like to move.
Because we don't know. We just walking around in it. Let's talk about those hips, those bums. So I'm a woman of a particular age, and I'm seeing all these hip replacements from my friends and family and associates. What is up with the hip replacement?
Yeah. So the hip replacements also go into the health of the knee and your overall stability while walking. So what's happening is that we're looking at the hips in like a silo. Really, we should be looking at how the whole body is acting when it's walking, when it's sleeping, when it's just overall function. So the hips and the low backs are all connected. If we're sitting a lot for our work, it is putting stress on our low back, which then correlates to the nerve pain that can go into the hips as well. So the hips and the low back, I say, work together, and usually the knees as well. Some people it starts from knees to hips, other people it starts from low back to hips. Most times it's not just the hips by itself, but we are seeing more sedentary lifestyle. So we're not stretching our hips out. We're not doing anything to really get that ball and socket moving a lot as much as we should. So we're going from sitting at work to going to sitting in our car to going to sitting on the couch at home. So when do those hips have a chance to really move around? So it's easier for the tissue in the hips to degrade faster because the muscle around it is not strong. So it's putting more stress on things that aren't necessarily supposed to carry additional weight, or manual labor jobs that have us in very compromising positions that are not good for us structurally. When you're seeing someone walk, you don't see them walk without their hips, right? Like it all works together. It all works together. But if we're walking in these beautiful heels, like we talked about, those are also things that are shifting all of that weight forward. So your hips are like, whoa, what's going on? So you're going to be walking on them tippy toes, but not able to get full range of motion with your foot and your legs. So the stretching out of the hips is such a huge part, but overall strengthening that area, because low back and hips, all of that is connected.
Y'all hear that? Because I've tried those hip openers while I'm just laying in the bed. Because I'm a lazy worker outer.
Okay.
And I'm like, ooh, ouch. Ooh.
Keep going. Right. So when we're talking about structure and strengthening, so the stretch lab is good for strengthening and getting those muscles to relax, but the actual structure of your hips is something you would want a chiropractor to address with you, because they can get things back into place. They can look at me while I'm laying down and see that one leg is shorter than the other, and then they go and adjust me, and then they're even again. How does that make sense? Because it's all connected. It's all connected. This is what this job has taught me the most, is that everything is connected. Nothing is in a silo. From my pinky hurting, that usually means something going on the elbow, which may track back up to where my cervical area is. It's all connected.
Wow. Okay. Oh, I got to give you some gifts.
Yeah.
The lady with the bag. Okay. So if you're just now tuning in, this is Quyen Davidson. She is with True Health Center. We're in Huntersville, y'all. Y'all can get them on Facebook. These days, we need to take care of our health, but then we don't want it to cost an arm and a leg. Da, 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 da.
Boom.
Bam. Bam.
I'm going to see my kids later for children's Bible study, so I will add this to collection of crayons for them. And you can never have enough nail filers. Right, because a hangnail could catch you slipping at any time.
At any time, you need to be prepared, okay? I meant to go get some snacks, but I'm like, I wonder, do you eat healthy?
Yes, I do try to eat healthy as much as I can, but it has been a very stressful time of life, so definitely emotional eating is happening. But overall, I do try to balance it. Like breakfast this morning was steak, eggs, like a omelet, and a side salad with water and a little bit of coffee.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I was with my siblings in Florida. Like, we were outside being active. They played soccer at a young age, so whatever they were in, I wanted to just be competitive. And now, as an adult, I still love to go outside. I still love to go and hike, be near water. Like, those are things that I'm like, yes, like I am in the zone. Like, let me just get lost in some trees for a little bit and then I'll come back.
Okay, because nature heals.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
We knew that as a kid, but we didn't realize how wonderful it was outside. Now it's like, I talk to trees. Here comes a deer. Hey, girl. When we feel a little tight.
Right.
Can we ride on over?
Yes, come on over to True Health Center. One, we want you to see our office, get a feel for it, get the vibes, listen to the music. What am I seeing? What am I hearing? Next, you'll speak with one of our clinicians where we'll take a full health history, and we'll also do x-rays with that as well. And in 5 minutes or less, depending on the area, you'll get a Softwave treatment at the time of your first appointment. The Softwave therapy is actually one of the newest stem cell regenerative therapy on the market. So we are able to decrease inflammation, bring more blood flow to an area, any soft tissue, connective tissue, scar tissue, any type of damaged tissue, and also over time able to regenerate your own tissue in that area with your stem cells, because your body knows how to heal itself. Don't forget that. We are here right now because our body knows how to heal itself. Don't forget that. Okay?
Is this a shot? Is it a...
It's a shock wave. So it's actually a very high powered...
Okay, play like I'm your patient.
So it looks like an ultrasound machine, and it's gonna say tap, 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 tap. But Miss Fran here was experiencing, let's say, golfer's elbow. So I'll get to here and tap, tap, and you'll be like, woo, I feel a little something there. It is a diagnostic tool as well. So it doesn't do anything to the healthy tissue here when I'm tap, 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 but I felt something right here. So that's where I'm going to circle in and send more of my shock waves. So it feels like a little electric tap, really very quick, very fast. And I'm going to be on her elbow for maybe 5 minutes, just searching around for different areas. She's like, ooh, I feel something right there too. Right. So as I keep sending in there, after I finish the treatment and everything, I can decrease and increase the intensity of the machine. She'll be like, woo. Or she could be like, ah. Right? It could go either way. And then afterwards, I'll say, okay, feel your elbow. She'll be like, oh, feels a little different. Something feels a little more looser. Feels less tight, less inflammation in the area. That is your body sending the blood flow and starting to decrease the inflammation almost immediately after the treatment.
How much is that?
Oh, boy, how do I break it to you? It's $49. Yep, $49. And we'll read your x-rays to you and follow up with you after the fact, so we can actually see if this is a good fit for you.
Does emotions affect the body?
Yes. Your body holds the receipts of the emotions, of the traumas, all of it. The job loss, family loss, traffic, sitting in traffic. It holds all of that. And we see it on the adjustment table. We see it in the Softwave treatment. I have women who maybe have never suffered any direct damage to their shoulders or upper trap area, but they are going through a stressful time with their family, and they hold that stress in their shoulders, or they hold it in their low back, and they're trying to keep control of things that truly are out of their control. And my job is to help decrease the inflammation due to that stress. So yes, your body can keep receipts of those things. So finding different ways to decrease our stress and make our body more resilient to stressful things, because we're never going to stop having stress, but we can be more resilient for sure.
I am intrigued at the Softwave treatment because I thought it was software.
I know. It's going to autocorrect it on your phone like that too. So
I was like, software?
Yeah, I know. It's new. It's
Softwave.
Softwave. There's a wave. There's a electrohydraulic wave that is moving at very fast speed into your cells and causing a response immediately, saying, hey, there's an injury here. There's something going on here. And you can feel it. So I'm getting real-time feedback from you. So it's not pills, potions, injections, or a surgery where we're like, okay, we're gonna give you this pill. It's gonna numb everything for a little bit of time. You'll be fine. Like cortisone shots. A lot of people are getting cortisone shots. Over time, cortisone shots become less and less effective, and they're very detrimental to the body over time. And it does not fix the problem. It's just something to decrease the inflammation in the area, but it is not a long-term fix.
Does this help with building more cartilage? Because a lot of people are like bone to bone.
Yes. I had a gentleman who was in his 80s. He had bone to bone on both knees, and we were able to save him from having to do a double knee replacement. Later down the line, he did end up having a knee replacement on one of the knees, but he was able to feel enough relief where he did not have to have that surgery immediately, where he would be down for 8 to 12 months in recovery, right? For if you were to do both knees. So can't say that I'll completely stop the chance of you having a knee replacement, but instead of having two, he only had to have one. My father-in-law was a truck driver for 20 years and had back pain, was taking muscle relaxers, just trying to quell the pain. And one day he actually passed out at work from his back pain. That's how bad it was. And I said, Mr. Arthur, okay, stop playing. Come on. Let's get on the Softwave table. Let's figure some things out. And now my nickname is Count Bacula.
You saved his life in a sense, because people were in so much pain. You could tell on their face, their moods are like
right. Now he can grill without pain. Now he can enjoy retirement without pain. This was his retirement year and he passed out from pain. Imagine if that treatment wasn't there, what he would be spending his time doing in retirement, going to doctor's offices, getting a refill on a prescription that's only a temporary fix. So he has gone through a round of treatment with us, has not had to come back for Softwave therapy, now just has maintenance chiropractic care that he does and tries to stay hydrated, of course. But he is doing so much better. And he even brought us into his church for us to share this message with his congregation, which felt so special. And we were able to get, several people signed up for Cure at our office based off of that. So one seed planted, one healing could lead to so many other people's breakthroughs.
She's a mover and shaker.
Yes.
She's a community stakeholder, and she's also an expert in her field. Quyen Davidson,
Woo-hoo.
or clinical assistant. Clinical assistant. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ooh, and how early can we come in? Newborns.
Mm-hmm.
Newborns. And then the mommy. Oh, girl, if I got pregnant at 60, whatever, I'm going to need some sponsors, but...
Yes, we do treat mothers. We're like going through like a baby boom right now. I think there's like 3 or 4 ladies in our offices that all just gave birth within like the last month or two. So we definitely treat the mamas going through pregnancy. It's a lot on the hips. It's a lot on the low back. And then from there, we also treat grandma and grandpa as well. Right? So I don't think anyone should be suffering in pain and just to say, oh, it's just because of my age, I'm getting older, I'm supposed to feel these pains. Not necessarily. There's definitely solutions for that. So we try to get to the root of the issue when you come to True Health Center. We don't want to dismiss your pains. We hear you. And sometimes in a traditional model, you're not always heard or seen. So we try to run labs, functional labs, so that we can help to get to the root of the issue with inflammation, with hormone issues, with GI issues. So we're able to drop those labs to your house and say, hey, this is what your GI test is saying. We have some work to do. So functional medicine is another huge thing that we do at our office. I would implore everyone to get a GI test at least once in their life. It's quite a fun experience. But we love functional medicine for all that it does. It's a 90-day program. For some, it's longer. For some, it's shorter. And also weight loss. Weight loss is also another program we offer here at the office. So we are truly a multi-service office. We have a coach that comes with our weight loss program as well. We're very simple. No shots, no weird things. I'll say weird, but
no caps on our head,
no
aluminum foil, none of that.
None of that. Just whole foods, light supplementation through it, but really just being very intuitive about the foods that work for us, the foods that are healing for us, for our gut. We are healthcare leaders. We are trying to bring families from dis-ease to true health freedom through clinical excellence, education, and our service.
She needs a show, doesn't she? Quyen Davidson. Oh my God, with True Health Center? Come on now. Website is truehealthcharlotte.com. That is all of our social media. Some of our social media is True Health Center, and some things are going to be True Health Charlotte. But we're the only ones in Huntersville. We're only ones with as close to 5 stars as you can get in the healthcare field. Where true love happens. I'm just kidding. Well, true love for the body because you care.
Yes.
All right.
I love that.
I want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Curbside Curiosity, where I interview movers and shakers, community stakeholders, and also experts in their field. You got to come see Quyen. She is our clinical assistant. Okay?
Yeah.
You gonna come? You go.
What was that? I'll see you there.
Oh, okay. They said they were gonna come.